Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Derek Austin. This is my channel. If you're new here today, this is not really, you don't really know the difference. Change the name of the channel to Level Up Travel, and then I put my name, Derek Austin. So for the people that are already subscribers, already watch my videos, just realize that this is me, obviously. Level Up Travel, and the reason I chose that name is because, on my credit card recommendations, and also all the ways you can really maximize your points, I thought it was an appropriate name. Getting business class flights to long distance travel, finding those sweet spots for you, so you're using the least amount of your miles as possible, the least amount of your money as possible, but still getting that leveled up experience. And I think that's really what the points and miles game is all about, especially when it comes to flights. You find a flight that is like a 15-hour flight in business class, lay flat, costs 10 grand each way. I wouldn't be able to afford it. I don't want to assume to you, but most people can't, just drop 10 grand on just a flight. And then it's just per one person, but you can accrue a ton of miles, and you could do your homework and figure out how to do it. And through points and miles, it actually is very possible to get those ridiculous redemptions. And you're getting $10,000 flights for like $100, $80, or like $200, and then a whole bunch of points, of course. So that's why I thought changing my channel name would be better. And I think it's just, your name is just, it doesn't really say much on what your channel's about, right? So now it kind of says what it's about, leveling up your travel, and I think it's appropriate. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe right now, subscribe and hit the bell notification. I'm gonna definitely level up your travel for sure. On this channel, the people that watch my channel know that I love to talk about points, miles, rewards, credit cards in general. Also do like to talk about once in a while about cash back. Also about the programs, like the hotel programs, the airline programs, how to maximize the value you get instead of getting 2 cents per point like the points guy says they're worth, and a lot of YouTubers will say they're worth when they're going over like a credit card that gains membership rewards or ultimate rewards or thank you points or CapitalOne miles. They'll say it's worth 2 cents per point. They'll reference the points guy usually, and then people are like, how do I get 2 cents per point? I can only get 1 cent per point. I'm telling you right now, 2 cents per point, you can get much more than that on a regular. If you're watching my sweet spot videos, they're labeled sweet spot, you're gonna get 10 cents a mile all the time on this. And think about that. If you're getting, if you're making a purchase and gaining, 2,000 points because of a $1,000 purchase times 2 on CapitalOne miles, you're gaining, so 2,000 points times 10, you're gaining like $200. Otherwise, if you just did it for 1 cent a point, it's worth, what, $20. So again, it is an upgraded value, upgraded travel, leveling up. So today I want to talk about a program called Asia Miles. Asia Miles is, on a lot of these transfer partners for a lot of the points. I know they're on membership rewards for me, and also on CapitalOne miles for me. I think they're on Chase too. They might be on all of them. They might be on ThankYou points. Not 100% sure. I kind of forgot to look at that. But anyway, Asia Miles. Definitely on CapitalOne and definitely on membership rewards. Keep in mind, they also have transfer bonuses regularly, like 25% increase on them. There's a few sweet spots. So the best sweet spot I found is going from Los Angeles to Australia. Putting Sydney in was my example. 75,000 Asia miles to get one-way direct on Qantas Airlines using Asia miles. It was 75,000 to go in business class, and $200. Yeah, it's definitely a $10,000 flight. So this is something that's really amazing. Qantas is a great product. You'll love the flight. It's hard to get to Australia from the United States, especially direct, right? And there's not a lot of easy ways to get to Australia. This is one of the best ones, and that's why I think it's the best redemption, because it's kind of unique. Okay. So Asia miles, if you think about going to Australia, this is probably a great way to do it. Okay. Sometimes they'll also make you go through Cathay Pacific through Hong Kong, but I definitely have saw that there was Qantas direct flights available, and I think it was in like April 15th or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so that's probably the best one. Another one that was really pretty good, I thought, was flying on British airline miles using Asia, going from JFK to London, Heathrow Airport, and it was 61,000 Asia miles and $200. So it's not the best deal ever, but to get to London is pretty tough without really extreme tax and fees, because if you try to do British Airlines and fly on British Airlines miles, their Avios, to LHR to London, it's $300, $400, $500 in tax and fees. It's like overwhelming, right? Just like, why would you ever want to use your miles there? Even though British miles do have plenty of sweet spots, right? But flying to their own spot is terrible. So this is a way you can circumvent those taxes and fees using Asia miles. I think it was a decent redemption there. Maybe not, it was pretty strong redemption. I would say that you definitely get 5, 6, 7 cents per point doing that, maybe even 10, depending on when you fly. The other one was inside the United States. So British Airlines miles, I've talked about it before, they're really great on direct flights, inside short haul direct flights. Like it would be like going from North Carolina to New York, right? Short haul flight, 7,500 points, goes direct. Say if you wanted to go to Boston and it went through New York, you'd have to pay you have to actually pay 7,500 points and $5.60 to go to New York, even though you're just doing a layover there, and then go to Boston. It'd be 7,500 and 7,500, so it'd be 15,000 points. That's an example. But if you used Asia miles in that situation, it would just be 7,500 Asia miles to get to Boston, because you don't have to pay for each leg. It's just one flight, even though there's a layover. But British Airlines treats even a layover as 2 separate flights, 2 separate award dollars or Avios bookings. So you get 7,500 and 7,500. So that's a good spot for Asia miles, I've noticed. But yeah, so those are really it. Flying actually on Cathay Pacific itself is not the best deal, but to Hong Kong, so like JFK to Hong Kong, LAX to Hong Kong, yeah, it's like 85,000 Asia miles, and yeah, it's about that $200 to fly it. So it's not the best deal. There's much better deals with like Alaska miles and American Airlines miles. Here's the thing though, American Airlines and Alaska miles don't transfer from anything besides Marriott, right? They don't, none of the membership rewards, UR points, ThankYou points, or CapitalOne miles, they don't have that. They don't have those airline points, currencies as a transfer partner, Alaska miles and American. But Asian miles does. So you can get there, you can get a great flight for 85,000 miles, business class from New York or LA and all those places for 85,000 miles. It's like a 16-hour flight. Cathay Pacific is amazing. So if you really would want to fly Cathay Pacific, that's a pretty good redemption. Yeah, and it's like an $8,000 to $10,000 flight. So yeah, you're still getting like 10 cents a point on Asia miles. So when transferring over, again, you can transfer over a lot of times and get a bonus with American Airlines. I've seen it with them. CapitalOne miles, I'm sure they're going to have plenty of transfer bonuses with them too. But yeah, there is some use, and that is kind of the way it is. You know, you'll find some sweet spots with different airlines. That's, you know, and the whole of, like, say, CapitalOne miles or American Airlines really can make it so you can get anywhere for a pretty good price. And if there isn't availability on one, you can maybe get it on the others. Even if it's like the second best redemption to, say, Europe, it's still, you actually have the option, because they're not, the award flights are not always available. You know, that's one of the negative parts about points and miles. You know, you can't always get the award flight, even though they are possible. You don't always you're not always able to get them. You can book all this on their actual website, so that's no problem. You can use the button and just press it and just book it, use your miles and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a great program. It's a good program. How about that? It's a good program. It does have some sweet spots. I'd say that Australia one from LA, flying on Qantas, was probably one of the best. But yeah, so that's really it for this one. Yeah, I hope you like the video, so give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you're liking content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and remember, now we're called Level Up Travel, and then my name Derek Austin instead of just my name Derek Austin. So that's a small little change, and again, I think it's appropriate. Hope you like it, and I hope you like the video. I hope you got a lot out of this, and yeah, if Australia is in your future, Asia Miles might be the one for you. All right, have a great rest of the day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.